a professional athlete who cheated death in a horrific paragliding accident, got down on one knee in the hospital room, where he recovered to propose to the nurse who treated him. Damien Leroy, 37, was seriously injured in July 2016 when his paragliding apparatus spun out of control, forcing him to take a 150 feet leap from the sky in Jupiter, Florida. The former world champion kiteboarder was rushed to St. Mary's Medical Center in West Palm Beach, where he met Alex Hoover, 29, a nurse on his trauma team. Damien was lucky to survive the accident, which broke his femur, pelvis and sternum, tore an artery, punctured his lungs, and broke 4 ribs. Despite his painful plus predicament, the athlete tells Daily Mail that he felt an instant connection with Alex, but she had a boyfriend and wouldn't consider dating him due to medical ethics at the time. The pair remained in contact via text, but didn't begin dating until almost a year later, once Damien had been released from hospital. When he began to consider marriage, Damien said he knew he wanted to ask Alex to be his wife in the very hospital room where they first met, room number 3212. Damien, who played a small role in 2017's Baywatch remake, said, "You meet a lot of people in life, but when you find someone truly special you have to go with it. I couldn't possibly meet a better person than Alex. Nurses do so much for everyone, and it's usually the doctors who get the credit. I decided to propose in the hospital because that's where I met Alex 3 years ago. After my accident, I had the most beautiful nurse. I remember looking up at her and just seeing these beautiful blue eyes. We had a special connection." Damien said his fiancée's best friend at work, Dee Abbate, helped him organize the proposal, along with her manager Teresa Bub Jones. They were really encouraging when it came to making this idea happen, he told Daily Mail. "We made sure it was a really quiet day and I got ready and went to the hospital. I got into the bed in the same room I had been in all those years ago and just waited for her." Alex's coworkers told her there was a new trauma patient that had arrived and that he was having abdominal pains. But when she came into the room, she saw Damien laying in the hospital bed. "She was so surprised and confused to see me in bed," Damien said. "That's when I got out of the bed and got onto one knee. I proposed with a really special family ring, but I'm going to get her one that she really loves too." Share this article. Share Alex, who is now a sports sales representative, told Daily Mail, "When I saw Damien's head underneath blankets laying in a patient bed, I was in complete shock. So many things ran through my mind in seconds. And then that sweet man got out of bed and got down on one knee. I said yes." Although Alex had a boyfriend at the time of Damien's accident, the pair remained friends after he was discharged, reconnecting almost a year later. Damien said, "When she was treating me, she was super professional, but I was so drugged up after the accident. I asked her if she had a boyfriend, and she said yes, and I love him dearly. I was disappointed because I felt like we had an instant connection, but I respected the fact that she had a boyfriend. I would never want to get in the middle of the dot. I started focusing on my recovery, which was a really long road, but I thought about her a lot. Damien says they began communicating again about a year after the accident. Coincidentally, her relationship had come to an end a few months earlier. It kind of went from there. We took it slow, but we had this amazing connection. We started hanging out a lot and doing things together. Alex said she had never met a patient like Damien before. He was genuine in every way, always very thankful for all of the nurses, doctors, and hospital staff involved in his recovery. You always know when you meet that unique, special person that they will have a lasting effect on you, even if you didn't realize how at the time. The pair have yet to make any wedding plans, but Damien insists they won't be tying the knot in the hospital's chapel. Damien said, "We haven't sat down and talked about the wedding, but it definitely will not be in the hospital." Alex truly has the biggest heart of anyone I know, and I'm excited to spend the rest of my life with her. Alex added, "I have always thought of Damien as my sweet George of the jungle. He's wild, kind-hearted, willing to do absolutely anything for anyone. I envision our wedding being a bunch of laughing, dancing, kiteboarding over a bridge, paragliding over some dunes, or electric foiling as a first dance." Just kidding. But I definitely envision a fun, carefree